Ciao! Welcome back to a new video. Ladies and gentlemen, I have another banger Fury video for you today, putting together a lot of things across a lot of Black Clover chapters, but mainly Black Clover chapter 101, going back about 180 chapters at this point, honestly, because there's a lot of information in that chapter that I feel like is crucial to the future of the Black Clover manga. But first of all, let's start this video correctly. Let's start this video with a few things I do need to mention. The first thing is, shoutouts to Rivery, who is the artist for today's thumbnail. Rivery's thumbnails are absolutely beautiful. The Asta picture in this thumbnail is directly from Rivery, so definitely be sure to go follow them. Their ad, as you can see on the screen, is Jim SCH Tiger, Jim Steiger. I think that's German, right? Is that German? Yo, don't quote me on that. But definitely go check out Rivery and say thank you for letting Sami use the art. And guys, if you're an artist and you would like me to use your art in thumbnails, please be sure to contact me. You can literally contact me anywhere in the world. You can contact me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, honestly, and hell, you can probably, if you try hard enough, find my phone number. And also, guys, if you haven't watched it already, go do it right now. Black Clover episode 166 was absolutely amazing. There are few animes that I would ever say surpass the manga, but when Black Clover snaps fucking hard, and 166 snapped so hard. Yami's Death Frost, the yes sir Asta coming next to Yami, and the Petite Clover, who am I if I don't mention Noelle, absolutely stealing it in Petite Clover this week. 166 was legendary, and to think that 167 is about to surpass this episode and surpass episode 100. Yo, the Hurricane Mirai is about to go in on next week Tuesday's episode, and guys, honestly, it was an absolute banger. I love the episode, so if you haven't already, be sure to go watch Black Clover episode 166. It was literally legendary, and I dare say better than the manga. I also want to point out, as you'll know, last week we had no Black Clover chapter, but this week's chapter returns back at the normal time, Sunday, March 7th. Obviously, we're going to be live streaming on that day, as well as the spoilers should be out, I'm being told, in about 12 hours after the release of this video, so be sure to look out for the spoilers for Black Clover's next upcoming chapter 284. With that all being said and done, let's just jump straight into this video. Alright, so jumping straight into this video, as I said, we need to go back over 182 chapters for this Fury, and a lot of things as I'm about to tell you, you're gonna instantly realize, yo, hold up, maybe she does know more about the things I'm about to tell you. And obviously, it's the most mysterious character, I would dare say, apart from Morris in the Black Clover manga, the Witch Queen, Vanessa's mother, I would like to say. I guess she's their, like, maybe adopted mother. I'm not entirely too sure how that relationship works, but Vanessa's mother, the Witch Queen. Now, back in Black Clover chapter 101, she said these words: "The origins of the elves are unclear. However, they are a race that possessed great power and lived in what is now called the Forsaken Realm several centuries ago." Now, the fact that she says several centuries ago is a major red flag, for which Finral comes in seconds later and says, several centuries ago? How old is this lady anyway? Her skin's way too good for that. Now, obviously, especially recently, there's been a lot of theories on what the Witch Queen really is, especially the markings on her eyes. A lot of people are now saying, could they be devil possession marks? Because obviously, as you all know, the Dark Triad have similar markings. And the fact that she is now centuries old, is she a devil-possessed user? Now, I know another YouTuber who made a video on this called Unami, but I've been making about this theory for months, but I haven't really put it into a video because we just don't have enough information right now to really talk about it. But if you're interested, go check out Unami's video. But anyway, she then goes on to say, the ancient demon was also top-level forbidden magic activated by the leader of the elf tribe. Now, originally, we thought, wow, okay, so the leader of the elf tribe is actually evil, the Eye of the Midnight Sun are evil, but we didn't take this literally. Activated by the leader of the elf tribe, she knew that Licht activated this spell and turned into this demon. She definitely knows more than she leads on to believe. And this is where it gets interesting. This is the part where sadly the anime cut out, but she goes on to say they are the ruined remains of the magic swords used by the elf leader. Now in this panel, we can see clearly based on Asta's swords, which I can show you now from the wiki, Licht is holding the Demon Slayer sword on his right and the Demon Dweller sword on his left. These are the two swords Asta possessed in Black Clover chapter 101. Now, as you all know, about 50 chapters ago while fighting Licht himself, the far left sword, the Demon Destroyer sword it looks like, was finally obtained by Asta. Since Asta obtained the Demon Destroyer sword 60 chapters later, we can go on to say the two right weapons are also going to be obtained in the future of the Black Clover manga. Now, the first one looks like some sort of rapier. Now, rapier are like kind of like thin swords. You might know rapiers from fencing. They use some sort of rapiers, but they're fast, quick ability swords that increase your speed because they're very, very, very light. And as we've seen with Asta in the past before, he struggles with the Demon Dweller and the Demon Slayer swords because they're very, very heavy swords. Now, the sword on the far right that's being cut out looks like a giant two-handed sword. Honestly, almost looks like a shield, but the Witch Queen did say ruined remains of the magic swords, so we're not entirely too sure if swords could also be translated to weapons in this part. And at the end of the day, Licht had a sword grimoire, because remember he used ultimate sword magic. His magic was sword magic, but sword and shield go pretty much together. Shoutouts to Pokemon. I mean, Pokemon Sword and Shield, anybody? But there is a major flaw here. A lot of people have recently started to notice that Asta can make any sword into an anti-magic sword, as we saw with Yami's katana, and now he has Yami's katana, the Demon Slasher sword, in his grimoire. But I believe only Licht's swords have the properties, like different properties. The Demon Slayer sword can reflect magic. It's a very, very big sword and can reflect magic and cut magic. All swords can cut magic, but a Demon Slayer sword can reflect it. The Demon Dweller sword absorbs mana and can shoot it out, as you see Asta absorbing his own anti-magic and shooting out the Black Slash. The Demon Destroyer sword can destroy curses. The Demon Slasher sword, I do not believe, has special properties, though he can probably use some of the similar spells that he can with his other swords. But I believe only Licht swords, so two more, are going to have special properties. Now, if the Demon Slayer sword can reflect magic, the Demon Dweller sword can absorb magic, and the Demon Destroyer sword can destroy magic, if the other two can come into play, what if one can create magic and maybe the other one can boost the user's own properties? Now, obviously, there's been a lot of theories on this panel that there are going to be more swords. Now, obviously, Black Clover is a long-running manga, so Asta only having 1, 2, 3, 4 swords for the rest of the 600 chapters we're going to get in Black Clover wouldn't make sense. So I do expect Asta's other 2 remaining swords to be found along the way. What do you think the properties of Asta's last remaining weapons are going to be? Do you think the Demon Slasher Sword has any properties of its own? Do you agree that I think one of them is gonna maybe create magic, or the other one is going to boost physical like stats, maybe make Asta faster? Yo, that'd be pretty cool. And where do you think these swords are going to be found? Do you think one could be found in the Land of the Rising Sun, Black Clover's next arc, as predicted? But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. My name is, as always, peace.